What's going on, y'all? Thanks for clicking on the video. What I got for y'all today is currently Tuesday 2023 at 4:24 in the afternoon. I'm leaving work. I'm going home. As y'all saw, my last video that I posted was about the four-wheeler. This one's going to be about the four-wheeler too, because I'm going to do my best to my knowledge and start tearing it down again. I'm hoping this summer, when it starts warming up, which is pretty much starting to warm up during the days now, I gotta get this YouTube stuff on the roll, because right now I'm a little low. I'm slowly building, slowly but surely building my channel, but I really need to get my videos better and get my subscribers up there. And so I'm gonna get to the house and I'm gonna continue there when I get there. Sorry about the glare. So I will see y'all at the house in about 5 minutes. Back at the house, I'm gonna start taking the four-wheeler apart. I'll see y'all in a minute. All right, y'all, so I got a little mic. I'm hoping it sounds better. I'm hoping the quality's better. If it's not, please let me know, and I will buy a different one. I will get a better one. I will do whatever it takes. But right now, so if y'all saw, I just took the tire off. Anybody that just now, I guess, tuning in, take that cotter pin out, castle nut comes off, this piece comes off, and then you take this upper bolt and nut, and then there's a one on right here, and then one right there. You got to put 2 wrenches on each side, go opposite directions, figure out which direction you need to go to loosen them. When I have this off, I'll see y'all in a second. I like to take off the hub and stuff because to me it frees up a little bit more space when I take this brace off, and then I have to pull clutch cover box out, this half part. To me, it just makes it a little bit more easier because you have such small space to do anything on a four-wheeler, so it just frees up a little bit more space. So let me get to taking this brace off. The brace is now off, and now I'm starting to work on taking the little screws out of this half of the belt box to take it off, disassemble it, and pull it out. All right, so I got the clutch cover off. You can see it's really dirty. It's filthy. It is really freaking dirty. And I've already cleaned this multiple times. Taking it, the last time I took it off. But it could be, it could be my primary, it could be my secondary clutches, but I got to order a clutch puller to pull my primary clutch. So when that part gets in, I'll continue this video and let y'all know what I'm doing. All right, y'all, I'm back. It's been about a week and a half later. I just got done making a video I'm about to post while I'm making the one about the four-wheeler. Hopefully the lighting's not too bad because I'm having to sit right underneath a light in the garage to try to get me better light, because the lighting in this garage is awful. So my part came in. Let me show y'all that real quick. All right, so this is what I've been waiting on for the past week and a half. Blah, blah, blah. It took forever for me to get this bolt. It's literally a half, not even a half threaded bolt. Fine threads, reverse thread. So when you take the bolt out of the primary clutch, you stick this in, you screw it in, and then when you screw it in to tighten it, it backs the primary clutch off, I guess, of the shaft. I've never replaced it, but I know I've watched a few videos. First you take that bolt out, then you stick that one in there, and then you reverse thread it. And when you reverse thread it, it'll basically back this clutch off, and it'll fall off. You can pull it off the shaft. So what I got for y'all at the moment is I'm gonna work on probably taking these plastics off, and then I'm gonna get to the secondary clutch. This bolt is just same thread, so I'm gonna take this secondary clutch off, and I'll pick back up probably when I'm about to take this clutch off or take this belt off before I mess with the secondary. Just got done taking the belt off and See if I can make this the easiest on y'all. So right here, there's a lot of wear in right there. And then if you turn it around, there's wear right here, really deep wear. So this belt is no good. I'm gonna need a new belt. This one's bad right here. It's really bad. So new belt's gonna have to be purchased. So that's what I'm gotta do. But first, before I purchase anything, I have to take off that secondary clutch. So I went ahead and just took the secondary and the primary off because it was getting dark, and it ended up just going to a buddy's house last night and then going to work. So I didn't even really trying to put the phone up or video. I just wanted to get it off camera. It's a lot easier that way. Let me show you all these. Here's my primary. I still have the bolt and the socket in there that holds it in. And this is the tool, like you've already seen it, clutch puller that I needed to stick in, thread in to loosen up my primary. Secondary, sitting right here. It's all loose because it's not tightened down with the bolt or nothing like that, so it's going to be all wobbly and whatnot. But let me set these back in here and find which socket goes with which. I have this impact that I'm about to screw with because for some reason button won't work. It's off camera because I need this to take out the star bits out to take this back casing off. Well, I got the back casing off. Here are the bits. It's actually, the bit I had to use was like, it was a T40 was the size that I needed to use to get these star bits out. So now that I got these bits out and I got this pretty much opened to the back side of my transmission, do a transmission removal. And that's what I'm basically gonna do. I don't know if I'm gonna make it as like a tutorial. I'm gonna try to do it quicker because need to get this video posted. I know you gotta take these out, and I think it's a 6 or 7 millimeter Allen head. Then you have to loosen this hose. Started with taking this linkage off. You unplug the sensor that tells what gear you're in. Loosen your motor mounts, and I'm gonna get to doing that. So I got this drive shaft out that goes from my transmission to my rear diff, and she is worn out. These joints are they're worn out, as you can hear and you can tell. So at the moment, since that's out, that drive shaft is out, I unplugged, I guess this is a transmission sensor. And now I'm about to start doing everything else that I was talking about real quick. All right, now that I got this hose unplugged, that hose, and I just put tape on them and covered them so nothing will get up in there, and so I know where they go whenever I put it back together. I disconnected my linkage like I said, and also disconnected that sensor. I just put tape on them so I know exactly where that goes. So now, pretty sure I'm pretty good. Now I can take all the bolts out to my motor mounts to pull this transmission out. But even to pull the transmission out, I gotta take off these bolts. I'm gonna figure out what size bolts they are on the motor mounts and the transmission hook up to the motor. So the size for my motor mounts is a 15, and the size for my transmission bolts are 13. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm about to start breaking them loose, and I'll catch back up with y'all when I pretty much got them all loose, and I'll show you what I'm gonna do after that. See y'all on the flip side. Alright, so I got all the bolts out. I didn't just loosen them, I took them out. But you can also see that there's a little bit of corrosion on these bottom 3, 1, 2, and 3. I don't know what that deal is for, but I had to end up taking the motor mount, the bolts that actually mount to the transmission, not just my frame. I had to take those out too on both sides. They're the exact same, 13 millimeter on both sides, pretty sure. Yeah, and a 13 millimeter wrench, and then a 13 millimeter socket. So right now I'm gonna work on, you see it's already splitting. I'm gonna work on pulling this transmission out and setting it on this table, and then when I have it on this table, I will catch back up with y'all and show y'all what I'm working with. Well, I got the transmission out. Wasn't too bad. It just took a little while because I had to take all them bolts out, but I'm not really sure if that's supposed to be that rusty. I'm gonna have to do some research on that, but I'm gonna show you this transmission real quick. So there should be, I don't know, 20 bolts holding the transmission together in two pieces. And so it's 18 in total. So I'm gonna start taking these bolts out, splitting this transmission in half so I can see the gears and see what I need to fix. Alright, so I got all the bolts out. It took forever and it was only a 15-second time lapse, but it took about 15 minutes to get all them out because I'm using a hand ratchet. But I got them out. Now I gotta split it and see what's wrong. Alright, so I got the other half of the transmission off. Most of the gears look good. I still got to look at a few other ones, but my input shaft to my secondary clutch, sorry, the glare, as you can see, those gears are done for. So yeah, that gear needs to be, it'll catch eventually. Needs to be replaced, and also you can see the tooth in that area is just gone, and you can see the outside of the teeth are just eat up. So I'm going to end up replacing that too, more than likely. So give me 1 second. So at the moment, I'm not going to be able to do anything to it because I'm going to have to do a lot of research. So I'm going to work on starting a new video on something else because this is going to take a lot longer than I thought. So I'm just going to end this video. If you like the video, like, subscribe, watch more. Stay tuned for the next. I'll do my best to try to post one as soon as possible. Thanks, y'all.